Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Cayden Henschel. If you guys want 10 tips on winning more wrestling matches, then you're in the right spot. You gotta get your butt in the weight room. You guys gotta understand that you control how strong you are. You control the amount of time you do push-ups, sit-ups, bench press, curls, triceps, back, pull-ups, everything, guys. How long you run on the treadmill. Guys, you literally control how strong you are. There's no excuse that you can't be stronger than your opponent. So you better not make that excuse when you lose. Number 2, guys, you guys gotta pick better wrestling partners. Just like in ping pong, you're not gonna play with your little sister just so that, you can just beat her every freaking go. You guys gotta understand, you guys gotta go to the people who are the best on the sticks of the paddle. You guys gotta train with the best in order to be the best. Number 3, guys, you guys need to understand that you need to ask more and better questions. For instance, if you have a question about wrestling, ask whoever you can and ask the person who's done this wrestling thing before so they can teach you how to do it. Sometimes in school, even if you guys don't know an answer and you're scared if the class is going to laugh at you if you ask a stupid question, guys, if you don't know something, you need to understand how to do it. So you raise your hand, you go up to your coach and say, "Hey, can you please teach me how to do this?" You better say please and thank yous. Also, guys, you need to ask questions. You need to ask better questions. You need to dig down to the dirt. Ask them exactly what you want, and then they'll deliver. Tip number 4, guys, you have to understand that if you lose in practice in live goes, that does not matter. Some people are practice wrestlers, and they're just going to do really, really well in the practice room. But once it comes to the time in the match, when you got your singlets on, when you're with thousands of fans, they ain't going to do anything. So understanding, guys, that practice is practice. You of course, you try your hardest to win in practice, and sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. But hey, what you're doing in practice, don't feel bad. Don't get upset if you lose in practice, because that's not a match. Don't get upset in those situations. Still have confidence in yourself just because it's practice. You wrestle probably with that person or that group of people all the time, so they know exactly what you do and how to defend it. When you go in a match, that person might not know how to defend it, and you might be on your way to just pinning them. Tip number 5, guys, you need to have a big goal to motivate you. So a lot of you may already know this, but if you guys do not know this, my dad won a state championship back in 1993. He has a picture of himself in the gym, of course, after he won state, and now I'm going to have that because I won this bracket sheet. And I would always look at his bracket sheet, and I'm like, I want that so bad. If you guys can figure out your why on why you're wrestling and a big goal to motivate you, you are on your way to success. Tip number 6, guys, you guys need to eat more healthy. And it's not just like food, guys. You need to stay away from sodas. You need to stay away from candy, ice cream cones, pizza, high sodium things. All these things, of course, they feel good. They taste good. It's like, oh my gosh, I just love when I eat that cake and that ice cream. It just makes me feel so comfortable. Guys, you grow under pressure and you grow being uncomfortable. Eat the foods that that will get you to where you want to go. You got the grilled chicken, your fruit, your vegetables, you got some tree nuts, you got your peanuts. High protein foods, guys. And also, don't forget your supplements. Take some vitamins as well. Because I tell you this, guys, I don't know one wrestler who has won a national, world, or Olympic championship that they contribute all their success to eating that giant pizza that you're about to eat. Tip number 7, guys, is you guys need to develop a pre-match routine. Now, what this is, before your match, when you're on deck, you're going to be in the hole, usually when you start to warm up, and of course, that's 2 before you're up to wrestle. And so some things I like to do, I like to stretch, I like to get my mind right. I know exactly what I'm going to do at all times before that match. I'm going to get loose, I'm going to have my buddy, I'm going to drill some takedowns, I'm going to do some shadow wrestling, I'm going to do my squat jumps, I'm going to roll out my arms, roll out my legs, do some breathing techniques. You guys need to know exactly what you're going to do. Say your mantras, develop this routine, and practice it over and over and over again. And guys, do this before every single match because consistency breeds success. Once you guys have a pre-match warm-up done, I'm telling you, your life will become so much easier and you guys are going to win way more wrestling matches, and you guys will probably surprise your coaches, parents. Maybe you'll get that girlfriend from pinning the freaking state champ. Guys, it's under your control. Do this pre-match routine. We got a couple more tips coming. Step number 8, guys, you guys need to learn how to watch your wrestling highlights. As you can see here, I'm watching my highlight reel. Guys, you guys got to understand, you're a better wrestler than you think. You are You are probably 10 times better than you actually think, and don't get a big head. Watching your highlights will actually give you a lot of confidence, and it's actually, you know, the highlights that you're probably using and watching, you're probably doing the move right, you're probably doing everything right, you got your timing down, you got your attitude right, and that is why you need to get yourself back in that state so you can do that more frequently, more in your matches, and of course, that'll end up winning more matches in the long run. So get confident by watching your highlights, and you guys are a better wrestler than you're telling yourself. But I'm telling you, do not get a big head. So we got tip 9 now. Guys, critique your flaws. And by doing this, of course, every single wrestling match, I believe that you should record every single one of your wrestling matches. In high school, for my senior year, I recorded every single match and I uploaded it to YouTube. From there, I go and watch my matches, I critique my flaws, and I watch my highlights. Once you can get these two things straight, like for instance, I critique my one loss in my wrestling season last year, and of course a couple other matches where I could have done so many different things better and of course just differently. But don't critique your flaws like saying, oh man, I suck for doing this. I mean, why didn't I think of that? How about you fix it? Stop being sorry for yourself. Go in there, focus in, understand what you did wrong, go back in the wrestling room, grab a buddy, and drill it over and over and over again until you cannot get it wrong. You need to be able to critique your flaws with constructive criticism, not destructive. Along with watching your highlights with your confidence and critiquing your flaws, this is a big tip that will get you where you want to go. Tip number 10, never lose faith in your match. You're going to have an overtime match. You're going to have a match that goes in the ultimate tiebreaker. For me, that was my state semifinals. That match went into tiebreaker, and that means I had to get out, and then I needed to hold him down for me to win that wrestling match. I got out, and then I had to ride him out for 30 seconds, and I was dog exhausted. I always kept my faith in that match because I knew that I wanted that state championship and I deserved it. I put in so much work. I didn't make it to state the year before. After being ranked first in the state, not making it to state, and having all that hardships, embarrassment, and the amount of work and sacrifice that I put in there, I wasn't gonna let this kid escape from me to save my life. I was putting my life on the line for that match, guys. You need to learn in your wrestling match to never lose faith, because once you do that, you will never lose a wrestling match. And of course, you can go into the match and saying, oh, I have complete faith that I'm gonna win it. But if you're going up against a kid who's gonna absolutely obliterate you, of course, it's not relevant. But I knew of my ability to win a state championships, and you know your guys' ability, but don't have limiting beliefs on that ability. I wanted to win a state championship, and heck, I did it. I rode him out, and I never lost faith in that match or any of those matches, and that's what got me to where ended up I wanted to go. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been 10 tips on how to win more wrestling matches. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm the wrestling YouTuber around here. I'm going into college, wrestling Division II at the University of Parkside, so a lot of college vlogs coming. If you guys would like to actually look at all of my high school wrestling tournaments and meets, I put up a series that will actually play after this video. It's going to be 35 videos if you guys want to binge watch it. It is my whole journey from my senior year on winning a state championship. It is super cool. I know you guys will enjoy it if you guys enjoy wrestling. Thanks so much again for watching. We'll see you guys next video.